Heritage Committee. Vice Mayor and myself met July 9th with staff, talked about a hat design, came up with, I think the theme is going to be, we're centered around the All America City theme, that banner look. And we're adding a couple little details to it. Our city motto, which 83% of the people voted in God we trust. We talked about a commemorative coin. The street striping, we really wanted to push for striping Main Street, the lines red, white, and blue. We thought that'd be a cool addition. We heard about a city in Southern California. Oh, it's Norco does that, and we thought, wow, that's really cool. That'd be cool to do it in the city of Porterville, just because we're such a patriotic community. But unfortunately, the costs were a little higher than we were anticipating, and we've decided not to go forward with that or bring that to the council to make a decision on. We are still looking at maybe a logo that we may be able to put in Main Street out in front of City Hall here. We'll see what the costs on that come out to. Repainting the fire hydrants, we got to communicate with our school districts and try to get the students involved and somehow paint our hydrants kind of like they are on Main Street, the Americana theme, red, white, and blue. It'd be cool to see it more than Main Street. It stretch out for the 250th anniversary. Then we went on to the Freedom Fest and talked about costs, talked about maybe getting a partnership with the tribe to advertise parking in their parking lot to watch the Freedom Fest. And we thought, hey, if you're going to advertise for it, let's join and do a bigger fireworks show, and threw out some different ideas how to make it more family friendly, maybe some live music to drive more people out to the event for the 250th year anniversary. We talked about a calendar of events, trying to do some kind of activity with driving the community together, how to advertise it, doing something once a month for the 250th anniversary. Really exciting stuff. For other matters, we talked about the street lights on Main Street and trying to get them painted. I did reach out to Brian. Director Sanchez, did Edison ever get back to you? Okay, so that'll be something I'll follow up on again. I know that we're supposed to have lunch with Brian Thornburg to discuss that. It's kind of an interesting deal where we own the lights, we don't own the lights, but we own the poles.
No, we pay for the for the installation of them, but they're all Edison owned and maintained. We just pay the light bill.
Gotcha. So the moral is, downtown is the heart of our community. We want it to pop this 250th year anniversary. We'd like to paint the light poles or get them replaced, one or the other, and so we need Edison to work with us. We've reached out to them for a few months now, and they're not communicating, so we gotta play a little bit harder to get them in line with us. Next meeting is September 3rd at 4 p.m. Vice Mayor, do you have any other input on it?
It was great to have a guest. We had Susan Uptain from the museum there, and we were talking about the exhibit, the Paperboy exhibit, and how the museum can help. And so we're happy to get that participation from the museum and how we might be able to get our calendars out. And then maybe with this theme, if we get the calendars out there, that we can get other people involved, like we are talking about getting the schools involved with the fire hydrants and maybe some artists involved in doing some things. If we can make the theme around the city, around the heritage throughout the year, would be great. And Susan really liked that idea, and I think we're going to continue forward along those lines. So it was a good conversation with Susan and how we might be able to bring some of the heritage from the museum to play and get some real history around some things. And you were talking about Lewis Hill earlier, things like that. So there are stuff around the city that we need to highlight as we go through and celebrate our heritage, and the museum is on board, and we're really excited about that.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Okay.